Hey everyone, welcome back to our Python tutorial series. Today we are going to learn about Python operators and expressions. Operators are how we perform calculations and make decisions in Python, and they are absolutely essential for writing real programs. By the end of this video, you will understand how to use different types of operators to manipulate data. What are operators? An operator is a symbol that tells Python to perform an action. It could be adding numbers, comparing values, or even checking conditions. Python has several types of operators, but the most commonly used are arithmetic operators for calculations, comparison operators for comparing values, logical operators for decision making, assignment operators for storing values, and bitwise operators for binary operations. Let's start with the most basic arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators are used to perform mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Let's see how we can do it in coding. Let's say if we want to add two variables, we have variable A 10, variable B equal to 20. Now if we want to add A and B, we can just write print A plus B. Now we just run the program by saving it. So here we can see the output is 30. Similarly, we can do other operations like subtraction, multiplication and division. Let's do that. Let's copy this and write A minus B and copy once again, and here we write multiplication and here we can write division. Now we'll just save the program and run it again. So here you can see addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. In arithmetic operators we have different other types. Let's say we have print A double slash and B. So the difference between this slash B and double slash B is, so it will give a decimal like 2.0, 1.0. In this case we got 0.5. If we want the integer output, so we can use the A divided by with 2 forward slash and B. If we just run these two code, we'll see what is the result. So here if you can see, it gives the decimal output for the first one, and for the second one it's giving 0. 0 because it only gives the integer as an output. Now we have another operator called modulus. So how does modulus work? We'll see. A percent B. So for the modulus we use the percentage symbol. So if you want to print this value, we'll see. So it got 10. How 10? This variable, this modulus operator will give remainder as an output. So 10 divided by 20, the remainder is 10. Next we have exponential, power of number. That we can do by writing print A with the 2 multiplication symbol and B. Now we can save this and run the code. Here we can see 10 to the power of 20 is this value. We can reduce the value to 2 and 3. Save this and run this again. You can see 8. So these are all about arithmetic operators. I have rewritten the print statements so it is readable, and let's run the program once again. So here we can see the output. Next we will see comparison operators. Comparison operators compare two values and return true or false. So this is the key for decision making in programming. Now let's take an example. X equal to 5 and y equal to 10. Now there are different comparational operators in Python. We'll see one by one. Print x greater than y. So this will compare x and y. In this case, this should return false because x is not greater than y. Let's comment this out. Now we'll just save the program and we'll run it. Clear. So this gave an output false. Next we copy this and we see next operator x is less than y. Obviously x is less than y and this should give output as true. Let's run this. We got true. Now we move on to next operator. X is equal to y. So it will compare whether x is equal to y. So in this case it's false, right? So we can just save this and run this. We got false. Let's say the value of x is 5 and y is also having 5. Now we can just save and run it again. So here we got true. And the remaining two got false because x is not greater than y and x is not also less than y, but it is equals to y. So that's how it got false and true. Let's undo this and save this. Next we have print x not equal to y. Whether x is not equal to y. So in this case it will give true. We can just run this. So we got true. Next we can compare greater than and equals to together. So to do that, print x greater than or equal to y. So it will check whether x is greater than or equal to y. So now this will give false. We'll run this. So it has given false. Now let's say x value is 11. X is greater than y. So that condition is true. Now this will give true. We just save and run this. It will give true. What if y value is also 11? Now let's save this and run it again. So it gives true. Similarly we have x is less than or equal to. X is less than or equal to y. So in this case, since we have the value both x and y as same, so this will return true. Let's see that. So this has given true. If the value of x is less than y, let's say it is 10. Now we run the program. It gives true. Let's say the value of x is greater than 11. Let's say it is 12. Now if we run the program, it gives false. So this is how operators of comparison type works. These are used mostly in conditions like if statements, which we will see in the future video. Next we will learn about logical operators. Logical operators helps us to combine multiple conditions. Python has three main logical operators: and, or, and not. Let's say we have the variable a equal to true and b equal to false. Now let's see what this and or not will print. Now we'll print a and b. If a is true and b is false, then it is giving false. If a and b both are true, then only it will give true. Let's see that. See, here we can see it's giving true only if both A and B are true. Let's see how OR operator will work. Print A or B. Now we'll change the value of B to false and save the program. Here we got true for A or B. So either A is true or B is true, it will give output as true. If both are true, then also it give true. Let's see how not operator will work. Now we can use this with one variable. Let's say not A. So the value of A is true. If we use not A, then it will reverse the value of true. So it will become false. Let's see that. You can see true, false. The value of A is true, but it is giving false. Now the value of B is false. Let's say if we use the instead of A, we use the B. What we get? We get true. Now let's talk about assignment operators. Assignment operators are used to assign values to variables. The most basic one is equals. Let's do the assignment operator first. X equal to 10. So we have already used the assignment operators in our previous example without knowing. So x equals is one of the assignment operators. So the value of 10 will be assigned to x. Now let's say how we can combine arithmetic operator with this assignment operator. So the assignment variable is equals. Let's say x equal to 10. We have already used this assignment variable earlier without knowing. So the value of 10 is assigned to x. Now we can combine arithmetic operators with the equals operator. Let's say x plus equal to 5, which basically means x equal to x plus 5. To make the coding easier, we can combine the arithmetic operator and the equals operator. Similarly, we can write x minus equal to 3, which is nothing but x equal to x minus 3. Again, we can use the multiply operator with star equal to 2, which basically means x equal to x star 2. And similarly with x slash equal to 2, x slash equal to 2 basically means x equal to x by 2. And we can use x modulus equal to 3, which basically means x equal to x modulus 3. So these operators save time by combining arithmetic and assignment in one step. Now we'll understand what is an expression in Python. An expression is a combination of variables, values, and operators that Python evaluates to produce a result. For example, we have a variable result equal to, in the parenthesis we have 10 plus 5 and multiplied with 2 divided by 3. Now we'll print the result by saving this program. So now the output is 10.0. Python follows the order of operations just like math. So the order of evaluation is parenthesis, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. If you found this tutorial helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more Python tutorials. See you in the next video and happy coding.